and discovered all of these old locomotives and carriages, just the same here, many of which were in appalling condition. But over years, so that would have been in the late 1990s, and then over the years, through his tenacity, but also through pulling the kind of community together, they've managed to restore many of the engines and the carriages, and create a national museum, which is part of the national museum. So the National Railway Museum is part of Sierra Leone's National Museum now. And a key thing was also creating a Friends organisation, Friends of the Sierra Leone Railway Museum, largely based in the UK, which did a lot of fundraising. But it's very, very reliant on railway enthusiasts. Another key person in this was a woman named Helen Ashby. So together they actually set up a consultancy, and they've consulted other, particularly in Africa, places that have this kind of legacy of the railways, the steam locomotives and so on, and advised them. So I think the Sierra Leonean Railway Museum is quite a success story, but it's been a long journey, and it's the tenacity of a small but really dedicated group of people, and they have great connection with the community around them in this area of Cline Town in Freetown. And they've done oral history research, for instance, with people that used to work on the railway, but also involved local communities. It's a very kind of busy area of town. So it is to really build on that network through Sierra Leone and Steve Davis, Helen Ashby, because they have a huge amount of experience. So I don't know, I can't speak for them, but if there was a way of, for instance, learning from the experience in Sierra Leone. I mean, normally, of course, with Sierra Leone, it's the other way around. Nigeria has the big museum infrastructure and resources. Sierra Leone has none of these resources. So actually, in Nigeria, you've got more opportunities. You have industry, there's finance here. And you also have a very big diaspora community in the UK and elsewhere, which perhaps is the thing. People are very nostalgic about travelling on the railways. So if you catch the right generation who remember using the railways, they often have a very soft spot.